Hi loves, thank you so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday foundation routine. This is what I do pretty much Monday through Sunday if I'm not going out, if it's not a special event, if I'm not going out on the weekend. This is just my makeup for every single day. It lasts all day long. It looks absolutely flawless and a little bit more on the natural side because for every day I don't want to look like, you know, I'm going to the club or I'm going out for a girls' night or something like that. Not only does it look fabulous, but it's really fast, it's really simple, really easy, so I think a lot of you guys will enjoy it. So if you guys want to see how I got this look right here, the foundation at least, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's get started, and you can see that I specifically waited until this time of the month because I have a couple of breakouts going on. A lot of you guys tell me that I have a lot of acne related videos, but that you don't ever see acne on me. So here's your proof, guys. I definitely do break out. Granted, it's the most during that time of the month, but I'm going to show you guys how I cover all of this up. So I have a couple of things on my face right now. I did moisturize my skin with my CeraVe moisturizer. I pick it up at Target. I also have my primer on, which is the Benefit Pore Professional, and I also have on my lips my Rosebud Lip Salve from Sephora. I love this stuff. I basically cannot live without this during the winter time because my lips get so chapped. So that just primes my lips. My face is primed and moisturized, and now I'm ready to start with the makeup. So actually the first thing that I do when I do my foundation routine is my concealer. Sometimes I will put my concealer over my foundation, sometimes I will put it underneath, but to be honest with you guys, on a daily basis when I don't need my makeup to look so fabulous and perfect and I want it to look a little bit more on the natural side, I will choose to put my concealer, oops, I'm gonna drop it, my concealer on first, and I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. And I'm going to show you guys how I apply this. I actually have a video completely on how I cover my under eye circles that's very, very detailed. So I'm just going to show you guys a quick version in this video. And what I'm going to do is conceal the inner parts of my eyes. And then I go down in a triangle shape because I'm concealing my under eye circles, but I'm also highlighting my face at the same time. I also am going to go up on the eyelids to conceal any darkness or unevenness on those areas, and then on the tops of my cheekbones again, just to highlight my face. So I applied that, and I'm just going to blend it out with this Real Techniques brush. I think this is called the contour brush, but it's the perfect shape to fit right underneath my eyes. So quickly, I'm going to blend this out. Absolutely love this concealer. If you are looking for one from the drugstore, I definitely recommend it because it has a great coverage to it, and it also does not crease underneath my eyes, which is amazing because basically everything creases underneath my eyes. So you will notice that I didn't put that concealer anywhere else because the foundation that I'm going to use has really good coverage, and I basically don't need to pair it with a concealer. So the foundation that I'm going to be using is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous Foundation 3-in-1. It's supposed to be a primer, a foundation, and a concealer all in one. It basically just has very good coverage. It's a very matte foundation. It stays all day long on me. Absolutely love it. I have a full review on this. I will link it down below. And I am in the shade 825, which is Buff Beige. And this is a brand new one, so I might need a couple of pumps to get the product out. More than a couple pumps. Okay, so I put basically about 2 pumps. Sometimes I use 1 pump depending on how my skin is looking at the moment. And I am applying with my e.l.f. flat top brush, I think this is called, and I picked this up at Target for $3. I absolutely love it because it helps me do my face really quick since the brush is so big, and it gives a really nice flawless finish. So basically what I like to do is just dab this onto my face, and then I'm just going to buff it all in. Okay, so 1 layer all over, you could see that it pretty much covered up just about everything. So now I want to set this. You really don't need to set this foundation because it does dry to a powder finish, but I just feel so weird skipping that step, so I always do it anyway. So I'm going to be using my Ben Nye Banana Powder. I came out with a video on this for you guys, I think last summer, where I used this as a highlighting powder because it was really a lot lighter than my skin tone, but now that it's winter, it pretty much matches my skin tone exactly. So I'm going to be using it as an all-over face powder. If you want to see the video on how I use this to highlight underneath my eyes and on my cheekbones, I will link that video down below. But basically I just pour it onto a flat surface. I am using my bronzer, just the mirror that's attached to it, and I actually poured out a little bit too much. and I'm going to be using this complexion brush by e.l.f. and I'm just going to sweep this all over my face just to set everything. I really love using that powder all over my face because I find that it really minimizes my pores, and again, it's a matte finish. So then for underneath my eyes, I like to set it with a different powder. I'm using the Bare Minerals Well Rested, okay, let me start that over. It is called the Bare Minerals the Bare Minerals Well Rested Powder Concealer, and it is a concealer but in a powder form, and I just like it because it gives a little bit of extra coverage on top of the concealer that I already applied, and it also brightens that area. So I'm using a fluffy brush from Sigma. This is the E40, and it gives very little coverage. That's why I don't mind putting it on top of concealer, but I just really like the way that it brightens up that area, and it just sets it. Nothing is going to crease, and yeah, so I'm going to apply that underneath the eye, on the lid, and basically anywhere that we had concealer. Next is the fun part. Now you will notice that when you apply your foundation, you're making everything one flat color. You don't have highlight and contour. Any shadows are basically gone, so your face is going to look very flat and one-dimensional. So we need to add a little bit of dimension back into our face. So what I like to do, and I use this mirror right here to pour on my banana powder, so I kind of got it mixed into my bronzer. So I'm going to try and get rid of that layer. But this is my favorite drugstore bronzer. It is the Sunny Bronzer by NYC, and my trusty Sonia Kashuk stippling brush. You guys ask me about this all the time. I picked it up at Target, and you guys have seen me do this a million times on my videos. I just like to warm up my forehead, my temples, and this is really important during the winter time because you lose all that beautiful color from the sun. So the sides of my nose, oops, a hair. And then I don't really contour on a daily basis. I will just use my bronzer kind of in the areas that you would contour. Sometimes I will do a more strong, obvious contour when I go out at night, but again, this is just what I do on a daily basis. You don't want your makeup to be too obvious. And then on my chin and my jawline, just to define those areas. Next, I like to apply a little bit of blush with the same brush. If you guys are long time viewers of my videos, back in the day I didn't use blush because I felt like it kind of made me look like a clown. But I just recently, well not recently, probably in the past year, have gotten really into blushes. So this is Hot Mama by The Balm. It's kind of like a dupe for Orgasm by NARS. It's a gorgeous pink with a golden glow, golden shimmer to it. And I apply this on the apples of my cheeks and I work it back. It really just wakes up your face, especially in the winter time. And you guys know that I like to focus on my skin a little bit more than I do on my eyes. If you ask me for my makeup, I just would rather my skin look perfect and glowing and basically flawless rather than having really nice eyeshadow. On a daily basis, my skin is what I focus on the most. So I apply my blush, and then I'm going to apply my highlighter. I'm using the Mary Luminizer, also by The Balm. Love this stuff, absolutely love it. It's a gorgeous highlighter, so I'm going to apply this with an angled brush by Bella Terra. You don't need too much of this stuff because it's really in your face. So I'm going to apply this just on the tops of my cheekbones just to give a little bit of a glow. And then a little bit down the center of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. And that is pretty much it. So that is basically everything that I do on a daily basis for my foundation. I know that it doesn't seem very quick because I'm talking you guys through all of these steps, but I'm looking right now, I've been filming this and it took me 10 minutes to film it. So when I'm not talking about it, it will probably take me 6 or 7 minutes. And then I just apply my eyebrows, some liquid liner and some eyeliner and mascara and some lip gloss or lipstick, and then I'm pretty much ready to go out the door. So I'm gonna do all of those steps off camera. Let me know if you guys want to see an updated video on my full everyday face because I can definitely do that for you guys. But for this video, I just wanted to focus really on the foundation. So I'm gonna go finish up my makeup and I will be back with the finished look. Okay guys, so I'm done with the rest of my makeup and that took me an additional 5 to 7 minutes. So this is what I like to call my everyday 15-minute face. Sometimes it's 17 minutes, you know. I'm gonna call it my 17 minutes or under face. It's very simple, very easy. You guys see me with this face all the time on my videos and during my vlog videos, especially for this week or for this month of December. You guys see me with this face pretty much every single day because it's very simple, it's easy, and it lasts all day long. I think that it's absolutely perfect for every day, whether you're going to work or school or even on weekends. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out the description box down below for specific tutorials on how I do my eyebrows, how I do my under eye concealer, the review on the foundation that I used, or anything that has to do with this video. Check down below because I will definitely have all of those links. And as always, if you have any questions at all, just let me know down below because I try to get back to each and every single one of you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!